Welcome everybody, my name is Van Gaming and today we are going to talk about the age-old question, is Black Desert Online pay to win? So I think there's a lot of mixed feelings when it comes to Black Desert Online, and I want to address this from my point of view and to explain certain things about the game. I'm not going to really move a lot in the game right now because I have a small notepad that I have some ideas noted. Before we start, I would like to thank the people that have been watching my channel. I have now finished my college degree and I can focus more on creating some content, so expect more stuff to show up. Please leave a like and a subscribe. It really motivates me to create more content for you guys. Now on to the main point. I would like to try and go as fast as I can because there's a lot of things that I want to discuss and I don't want to make the video too long. So here we go. The first thing to address is the definition of pay to win. I think if you look on Google, the definition would be something as using real money to gain an in-game advantage over someone who does not pay and plays the game without paying. So that is a very general definition. Let's talk about what pay to win for me is. So the moment someone spends a sum in any game, that he can then generate something in that game that gives him gear or in-game currency to buy gear, that means the game is pay to win. So most games, this game being very cheap at the base price, even sometimes having a lot of events where there's even a big discount on the base game, and has no sub, it will have an in-game shop. Now let's see. We have to discuss what it is about the shop that is pay to win in case people don't know. One of the things that is pay to win are the costumes. Mostly people buy costumes from the shop to sell on the marketplace, and most people get premium costumes. I don't see a reason to get any other type of costume, and the premium costumes go in the market for 840 million, but that means with the tax market you get a little over 780 million or something like that. So if you see here, 840 million is the max price. And if we get a calculator, if you really want to see 840 million, if you have a value peg, and if the calculations work the same for pearl items, like 15% tax only as with normal items, you do this and you get actually 709 million. So this is actually the profit that you gain over selling one costume, which is not a lot, to be honest. Okay, so in a game, even if you spend 100 euros, it's still going to be pay to win, but we need to discuss how much money you spend. How much money do you need to spend so that it actually impacts you in the game, right? Because it's one thing to spend $100 or euros and get some incremental advantage over a small time versus someone who will see leaps and bounds of progression ahead of you, someone who didn't pay. And in order for someone in Black Desert Online to do that, he will have to spend, I believe, more than 1,000 euros to actually see a big difference between him and you. However, if we apply the definition that we said earlier, then even World of Warcraft is going to be pay to win by that standard, because you can buy WoW tokens and sell them in game for gold, which means you can buy stuff from the markets, and the guy who didn't buy WoW tokens has to grind his gold. So by that standard, even WoW is pay to win. Some time ago, there was a sale in the shop. It ended where you had a lot of costumes. So I did a calculation just for you guys. There were like you could buy 6 costumes 5 times with 33% off. So in total, you could buy 30 costumes at a reduced price, 33% off, premium costumes, 5 times, which would equal about 600 euros, since 10 costumes were like 800 euros, and something like that. So let's say you sell the 30 costumes with 50% tax with value pack. I made a calculation and it would give you around 21 billion 300 million silver. I'm just gonna go quick through my ideas so you can actually get a feeling of what I want to encompass more ideas. So the guy who is actually doing that will not be able to spend this money without a job. So the average player has a job. Then the most of us have around 5 to 6 hours of playtime during the week, and maybe a bit more during the weekend. Depends on each of us, right? Um, since most spots will give you 500 million silver per hour, for example, centaurs, because there was a revamp, the guy who is quote unquote, I can't really say whaling, because I think whaling would really mean that you would have to spend insurmountable amount of money. So the guy spending 600 euros in one day actually skipped only 42 hours of grind. It's a rough estimate, it's 43 hours of grind, but due to the fact that we can grind, maybe let's say you grind 6 hours per day and there's 7 days in a week, right? 6 with 7, it's 42, right? So a rough estimate would be that you paid 600 euros to skip 42 hours of grind. You can add another hour for each day, so let's say 49 hours of grind, whatever, okay, if you have a rough estimate. Now, what are the chances that you as a normal player will face someone who is whaling like that guy? First of all, I don't think he would pay more than 600 euros in 1 month for the game. Like, let's be honest. So that means he won't play the game as much as you anyway. If you face someone who is whaling as much as him, you can just switch servers, man. Let's say you lose the duel for spot, just switch the server. There are already other people that have more gear than my character, right? So I don't have much. I have 274 AP with 10 black star, and I'm doing my pens now. So there's already people beating me, but it doesn't stop me from playing the game, right? Because people have been playing this game for years. I'm just coming back after a long break. So it's normal, but you can catch up way faster than they can progress at their stage. Now I have to say, with my gear, I don't one-shot centaurs as a Valkyrie yet. In case you've seen people, I've tried it. You see, I have a Valkyrie here. I tagged it, and with this gear, you don't really just press 2 buttons and one-shot them. You have to press like 2 or 3 skills in order for you to activate your add-ons, and then try and run through them like you see in the videos online. So Valkyrie, this gear, and as a new player, you won't reach this gear as fast as you think. The main thing that you will have to do is getting your 10 black star, because all this gear that you see here is actually made with season characters, although these accessories are acquired over time, because you can only get 1 pen accessory per season. So yeah, other than that, let's see what other things I want to talk about. One-shotting centaurs, I actually was playing Zerker, but I'm gonna switch to Striker. Zerker can kill them very fast, especially in succession, because he's faster in succession, I think. I mean, it's less skills to play with, right? So it's easier. And Musa kinda one-shots the centaurs, to be honest. But there's 2 reasons why I'm not gonna continue playing Zerker and Musa. One, Zerker I played for some time now. I used to play Warrior, then I switched to Zerker. Succession Zerker bores the fuck out of me because you only have 4 skills that you really use on and on and on, and at least at Centaurs, because you one-shot them, it gets so boring. Like, it got so boring that I just can't play the class. It just bores me. And Musa, I don't play it because I find myself, spamming chase, spamming the movement skill, and I ran out of stamina. Um, and I know if I play a bit more careful, I won't run out of stamina as much. But I'm a lazy guy, and I need a combination in PvE grind. I need an enjoyable class, but also not be too hard to PvE grind. So I need a mix of skills that I am using to be medium and not hard to do. The problem with one of the skills from Berserker is that you have to press left click, right click, and S, and sometimes one of the clicks don't really get inputted in the game and just do another skill, and it's really annoying. Whereas I also like the idea of the striker being a martial artist because I like martial arts. So I'm actually at Poly Forest grinding some skill points. I am at 1.7k, 1700 skill points. I'm gonna grind till 2k and that's it. Then I'm out of there. I'm just gonna go grind. I'm gonna switch my gear to the striker because I have a lot of exchange coupons, and I'm just gonna main striker. And if I ever feel like playing warrior or anything else, I can just tag them with the tag character option for PvP. Other than that, I'm just gonna. Striker has medium usage of skills, so they're not hard to use. You don't really fuck up much of the skills, at least from what I've played. Um, Easy to play. You don't run out of stamina that much. You don't run out of your mana either, because I do like to spam, right? So I'm a spammy guy, lazy, not paying attention. So obviously certain classes are not ready for me, and I kind of got bored of just buying. You can buy mana pots or whatever to use from the marketplace or the NPC, but I'm like, man, if there's a class that doesn't even need that, and I like the class, I like it. If Striker wasn't in the game or Mystic, I would probably stick to Warrior or Zerker. But since it is, I'm just gonna reroll it on it. That's why I am playing a class that I enjoy. That's one of the important things to do. And I'm also kind of a melee type of guy who plays male classes. So I don't really play female classes. I don't really play range classes. I tried. I have a sage. I had like a wizard as well. But it's not for me. I'm not feeling it. So I'm more of a melee in your face type of guy. So striker is my only option that accomplishes all the things that I want from a class. Now, the reason why I don't play warrior is because warrior has some gaps. I'm not saying it's a bad class. All the classes are good if you know how to play them. Well, maybe except Suck Mewa. But I heard Awakening Mewa got super buffed, so that's nice. I think she needed a buff, to be honest. Um, but Warrior has, in Awakening, he has some gaps. Like, let's say I do this super armor, and then now I have to go in fucking pre-awakening to do another super armor, which is annoying for me. Or, sure, I can Q block and stay in super armor, but I can't move and I can't use skills. So if I'm dueling someone and I do this and this, now I'm out of super armors. And yeah, okay, I can forward guard, but there are some classes that just have skills that can actually CC me from within my forward guard, which I think it's one of the worst things in the game, looking at you, Lan. And it's I have to use so much effort to not get CC'd with the warrior that I'm like, with the striker, I can just chain super armor super easy and I don't give a fuck. Like, there's so way more easier. But that's why I'm switching. I wanted you guys to know. Let's continue with the main topic, which is so 1 week of grinding for the guy who paid 600 euros. I think that's a lot, and I actually talked to one of the hard cap streamers. I asked him how much he spends per month, and he said he spends around two to 300 euros per month. But he doesn't sell the costumes. He just uses the money for himself, like buying maids or making costume combinations, and he just grinded a lot in the game. At least that's what he said. Um, so one of the things you can do with costumes is extract them from for crown stones, and crown stones can help you enchant gear without. If you fail the gear, it won't downgrade, right? So if I have a Ted Blackstar and I wanted pen, you will want to use crown stones to not fail the enchantment, right? Other thing you can do in the shop, which is what I did recently because I bought the 12k pearl quote unquote event. So you would spend the money for 6k pearls and you would get double the value. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna spend 60 euros for this. And what I did, I bought the Artisan Memories, which is this one, and I also used, because they're like reduced, it gives you 200, and I also used a coupon, 30% coupon that I got from the daily logins, and I used them to repair my Blackstar. I was enchanting Ted Blackstar for profit as well, so you can see I have two. This is for the striker, but I made this some time ago. And I also have, I got two, which was you buy the Blackstar at Pry and then try to make it Ted and sell it. And what the Artisan Memory does is it repairs you 5 times more the durability using the Artisan Memory, and it uses only one memory fragment. And the reason why this is a bit pay to win is because one memory fragment costs 3 million silver. So I'm basically spending 15 million silver less per repair using Artisan Memories, which is huge. You know, I actually spent 200 Artisan Memories exactly when this went TET, and I still have to repair it. So I technically used 1000 Artisan Memories, which would have been 3 billion. But because I bought Artisan Memories, I only used, so I had, I think, 180. So I only used 120 artisan memory fragments. Sorry. So that's how. Those are, I think, the only things that you can call pay to win in the game: selling costumes or buying the artisan memories for enchanting. If you like to enchant, if you don't like the way how the enchanting system works, if you don't like to calculate the fail stacks, and I mean, it's. I can show you guys. I'll put my fail stack notepad that I use from Salt, that he uses to enhance gear. If you don't like to do that, if you don't like to bother yourself doing that, you can just grind and buy everything from the market. You know, every piece of gear in this game is in the market. That's actually one of the things that's very interesting about this game, right? And you can just pre-order pearl items as well, maybe get pets or costumes. So there's also this link between the people that are quote-unquote whaling and selling the pearl costumes on the market. At least they made it so that there's a link where you can buy costumes from the people that are selling them, and you can get costumes with just in-game silver without paying, right? So that's actually a very good thing to do. Other than that, let's see what other points I would like to talk about. Oh yeah, there are also, actually, if you really want to know, there are easier ways to pay to win than like buying a service that grinds for you. So some services that I remember were like, if you had like 281 attack power with Kutum, you would get 10 billion silver worth with 100 euros. So with 200 euros, you'd get 20 billion. I don't know if we already established that so the guy selling 30 costumes with 600 euros, I made the calculation and he would get like around 21 billion 300 million silver. So why would you pay that much money when you can use a service that grinds for you? Obviously, if you get if but honestly, if there is a risk, but if you don't tell people, you won't get banned. I mean, maybe some people did, but I haven't seen any bans recently. And this is the reality of the game, and this is in any game. You know, there's always boosting, there's always services like this. Um, and one of the reasons actually why Lazy Peon is mad about Black Desert is because he got banned because he was caught cheating. Probably someone knew he was doing that, and they made it so that he get banned. To be honest, because if you really don't tell anyone about what you're doing and you just pay the service and they grind for you, there's no reason why people would suspect you. Honestly, you know. So you can you use that at your own risk. Just saying, but you should know that it exists. I think people that watch my videos, I try to be open about everything about the game so you know what you're getting into. But I never use such a service. I mean, I don't even have that big of a gear anyway, and I just play the game because I like it and I grind when I feel like it. Why would I pay to win my way? I don't even have that much money, and even if I did, what is the point of playing the game if I spend money for to not play the game, right? Because people who spend that much money on the game are just my WhatsApp, man. Uh, People who spend money on the game are spending it because they don't want to grind that much, right? So what's the point in playing the game if you don't want to grind that much, right? What else is there as an idea? So I think I already talked about if you find the whale, you can just switch servers. Um, so does whaling impact you that much if someone else is pay to winning? Uh, because in this game the progression is long term, right? I actually made a calculation for hard cap gear, how much money you would have to spend to actually buy outright from the marketplace all the gear that you would need to be hard cap, meaning like maybe 380 DP, which is defense power, with like Nuver, so like you have like 310 or 20 attack power. So you would be like 305 attack power Kutum with 400 defense power, and that's all you need, really, in the game, because that's pretty much hard cap. So this is the calculation I made on Garmoth, and I had like duo or try fall on God gear. So you would need 1 trillion silver, 114 billion 567 million. That's how much you need to reach that level of pay to winning. And that I made a calculation to reach that number. If you had to buy the costumes without discounts, the premium ones, you would need around 57,000 euros. And with discounts, so let's say you had like 30% off, because there's always events in the game going. I made a calculation, I don't know if it's like 100% correct, but roughly about 26,000 euros. So 26,000 euros to get hard capped. And technically, if you spend less than that, you're not hard cap, right? So that's the whole point. Give me a second. So I had to pause a bit, sorry. So to reach that kind of number, ask yourself, is the game pay to win? Yes. But does that really affect you? Honestly, you need to figure that one by yourself and figure out what you expect from the game. I think that most people, what we like and what we love about Black Desert Online, uh, we are all playing for the same reasons. I think most of us, at least. One, the graphics. Yeah. So I'm actually on medium settings, and tomorrow I'm getting my new video card, 3000 3060 RTX. So I'm gonna be super excited to try remaster mode. But even on medium settings, without, look at how this game looks, man. It's one of the reasons why people play it. I mean, there's other reasons why people play it, like hubba hubba. But you know, I'm not a simp, so whatever. Um, yeah, just joking a bit there, guys. Okay, so one is the graphics, two is the action combat. You know, you can actually dodge a fireball, which is easier said than done. But one of the things that I love about the game is the fact that you can outbeat your opponent's gear with skill. So once you reach a certain attack power number, maybe like let's let's go on a limb here and say 281 attack power, you can beat people that have 370 defense power because they buff the attack power scaling so much that the defense power is a joke. So if you don't have over 380 DP, you will die to 280 AP people. Even if you have 305 attack power, if you don't have enough DP, you can still die to someone with less gear. So outskilling the gear of your opponents is possible. Of course, there can be people that also know how to play, and sometimes, if you're not careful, you can get free shotted by someone who heavily outgears you. But I think once I reach 351 DP with like 10 distos personally, and I can reach 301 AP with Awakening, that's when I'm gonna PvP the fuck out of the game, man. That is what I enjoy most in the game, and I'm just gonna do that so much, man. I'm not saying that I'm the best player, but I think I'm better than some people who think they are good. And I'm actually probably even gonna try and go after some streamers who are overrated. I mean, when you, it's not that I don't mind the fact that people overrates them, but when you yourself act as if you know what you're talking about and you're shit at the game, actually, I'm just gonna come and prove it. You know, I'm from Europe, so I can't really fight North American people. You know, I know there's a lot of drama with Americans there. Man, there's so much drama there, I can't believe it. But on EU, we can do some stuff. We can just, you know, just tell me who you want me to go after, and we'll go. I'm not gonna really like camp people. Like I can just come, and if I kill you 3 or 4 times, I just disprove any kind of notion of that guy saying that he's good because of his gear. You know, that's what I wanna do, and that's something that satisfies me. So other ideas that you might think, how much money I spent on the game. I've been playing the game for 2 years, uh, more off than on, so on and off. But I think I spent 400 euros in the last 2 years, and the only reason I did that is because sometimes there were like pearl sales where you would get double the amount or double the value, or have like 100 euros spent and get more pearls than the normal offer. So yeah, other than that, I don't really spend stuff in the game. I have my maids mostly from my from my 6 months to 2 years of just login rewards. Sometimes I didn't play the game for like half a year, but I just logged in the game and for like one like 10 seconds and just got the daily reward login. And then as you can see, they always give you maids, man. So you know, 6 months of daily login rewards really helped me out when I actually started playing the game afterwards. You know, I still have a shit ton of stuff here in the Black Spirit save because they're better here than in other places. I actually have 2 Gospies pets somewhere here that I haven't even used because I already have tier 4 pets. So when the Gospies came out, because the Gospies you can use them with any type of pet, I actually, you know, I think I bought like 1+1 Gospy from the shop and it was like on a reduced price. But overall, other than that, the game gave me so many Gospies that I just made tier 4 pets, man. Um, I even have like a Chudat courier, but I don't need it. Like I already have tier 4 pets. I have a cuckoo bird, a pet that only the game gives you from events. You can't buy this. And I have like probably like 4 or 5 cuckoo birds over the year, and I just made a tier 4 cuckoo bird. So yeah, the only thing I spent really money on was probably Gospy with the hedgehog because I tried some live skilling some time ago before they revamped the zones. So live skilling was actually profitable. Nowadays it probably is, but the amount of time you have to put it in versus grinding is the difference is so big that it's just not worth it. But I still have a tier 4 hedgehog because it gave me special gathering item quantity increase. So that only applies to gathering the hedgehog. Other than that, you can just get dogs or cats, the cheapest ones. So what a new player needs from the game, honestly, mostly just try getting tier 3 pets, either from shop discounts or buy from the marketplace, right? That's all you need. It's easy to get tier 3 pets because you can slam like 2 tier 1 pets, which are level 10. Don't forget to level them up, right? So if it's like level 1 like this, you do not use it. You have to like get it out and let it level up a bit when you feed him when he goes out of hunger and shit, and I think when he picks up items as well, maybe he gets level 10, and when it's level 10 then you do it because it has a higher chance. um just get the dogs or the cats. Those are the cheapest ones, 900 pearls. Anyone saying anything else for other pets, like, oh, it gives me 10% drop rate, is just bullshitting you and it won't affect your grind. I mean, if you think 10% drop chance is gonna be a difference, you are delusional, and you just need pets to grind efficiently. And with the new addition of the fact that you can make a tier 5 pet for free, so you get it to tier 4 and then you do a quest and you make it tier 5, and it increases the loot speed of all the other pets by 50%. So people can probably have a decent grind as a new player only by having 4 tier 3 pets and 1 tier 5 pet. So that's all you need. You might also want to look at the tent in the marketplace in the future if it has good discounts. I got it when it was like I think 40% off, and I also used a 20% coupon, so I got it with like 60% off. So rather than 4,000 pearls, I spent way less pearls on it. You know, you can look at that one, but that's if you really like the game and if you can continue playing it, it can help in the future. And maybe the game gives you one costume, but you can. The older classes kind of look like shit, so maybe you will want to buy at least one costume to look decent once you find your main class, right? New classes look more decent, um, so you don't really need the costume on those, but the old classes look very bad. So that's my idea for this video. I think I covered a lot of stuff that new players might want to know about the game. Um, that's actually it. Honestly, those are like the biggest important things that someone can ask about Black Desert Online regarding pay to win and or why people play the game even if they don't pay to win, like me. I mean, I did pay to win a bit, but like I just used, I don't know, 200 artisan memories to like make one TET item that will sell for maybe 13 billion silver. So I don't know, man. You can't really do that all the time. So that's it. I mean, I can be super unlucky and even not get it. So if I didn't get it soon, at that point, I would actually have run out of artisan memories, and I would have been very disappointed if I didn't get a TET. But I just felt it, man. Like that day, I did it yesterday at night. It was like fucking 3 a.m. And I was like, man, I was watching my favorite streamer, Angry Cuban TV, and I was just enhancing, and I was like, man, I feel like I have to enhance now because it's gonna come up, it's gonna work out, you know. So and it did. I guess it did. I could have had better results by, I don't know, making the TET with like I think I did TET with 160 fail stack. But the thing is, a lot of the tries failed at from try to no from duo to try. It really failed a lot for me. That's why I used the artisan memories. So, that's one of the reasons. Other than that, I do have some fail stacks for pen. I have been enhancing in the past as well. So I have a 238 for the pen, another 231, which is the striker gauntlet got me to like 230 fail stack, or like 220. Then I tried to enhance my griff onto pen and it failed. So I have two pen stacks. But at one point I stopped using the 221 fail stack, and I just went back and used like a 120 fail stack because I had some high fail stacks somewhere. And then the black star, the gauntlet, went TET with like 140. So that was but that's actually one of the items that also ate all my artisan memories that I had up. So it actually munched like, I think I had 300 honestly, or 250 artisan memories, and it just ate everything up. So very unlucky with that one. That's all there is to the game. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. I'm gonna try and answer to the best of my ability. I hope you will give the game a chance and have fun in the summer vacation if you have one. I do a bit, and I'm gonna create more videos for you. Thank you for watching.